And we are live. Welcome to NUIG Kingfisher here. It's warm-ups. UCD Marian away, looking to secure at least a place in the title playoff, possibly the title itself tonight. They are, of course, here against the home team, Moycullen Basketball. It is Super League action in the Ireland, and you are welcome joining us here live on Ball in Europe. I'm Ryan, and welcome aboard, kids. So for those of you tuning in, the best way to keep in touch is via Twitter at BIE_basketball. We will have limited commentary throughout, and just to add a bit of fun, the scoreboard is actually behind me. So when you're looking for the score, please bear in mind I gotta look up and read. And that pause wasn't forced. That's roughly how long it's going to take me from going the score is to giving you the score. So bear that in mind, please, when you're tuning in. And also note, I'm not Mary Maguire. I don't work for Basketball Ireland. So if you mess at me, I'm going to mess back. This is the Ball in Europe presentation, everybody. This is how we roll. And my word, are we rolling for a big one tonight here in Galway.
This is our last home game of the season. So that's third routine our friends from Marian UCD Marian. First, number 4, Kieran Jones. Number 5, Colin. Number 6, Markovic. Number 7, Scott Kilovan, who's also the captain. Number 8 is Marco Pereira. Number 9 is Daniel James. Number 10 is sub-captain Barry John. Number 11, Matthew Taylor. Number 12, Donald Williams. Number 13, Michael. Number 14, Levi James. Number 19, Joey Varonda. Coach is Napatalis and assistant coach is Tom James. Now for Moycullen, the starting 5. Number 7, Patrick Lyons. Number 8, captain James Lockman. Number 12, Carl Cunningham. Number 13, and watching the sun, James Cunningham. And number 14, Louisiana State, Brandon McGuire. We also have James Lyons, number 5. Number 6, Paul Kelly. Number 10, Joe Cummings. Number 11, Connor Collins.
And for those of you tuning in who didn't get the score earlier, Templeogue beat Swords 86-76. That means Templeogue will finish the regular season on 6 losses. That gives them a chance still at making a title playoff, obviously depending on results, including this one here. Any win for UCD and teams on 6, or Colester and teams on 6 losses. Well, sorry, not any win for Colester, Colester twin those. But if UCD win tonight, 6 losses is not enough to be in a title playoff. We are about 4 minutes from opening tip here. Like I said, for those of you just tuning in with us now, we are going to have a little bit of awkwardness getting the score, but we will get it to you as early and as often as we can, because the score is literally above me. And in case you go, why aren't you to the side of the floor? Pretty simple. I need to be able to actually keep this phone charged. Otherwise, we lose the broadcast middle of the 3rd. So that's the way it's going to be. Y'all got to deal with that. Accept it. So here are your lineups anyway. For Moycullen, number 7, Patrick Lyons. For number 8, James Loughnane. Number 10, Joseph Tommen. Number 11, Connor Kern. Number 12, Kyle Cunningham. Number 13, Dylan Cunningham. Number 14, Brandon McGuire. Number 15, Paul Freeman. Number 5, James Lyons. Number 6, Paul Kelly. And the coach is John Cunningham. For UCD Marian, number 13, Mike Garrow. Number 19, JJ Vallobera. Number 16, Mario Markovic. Number 6, Mario Markovic. Number 14, Neil Baines. Number 8, Marco Permier. Number 11, Matthew Kelly. Number 10, Barry Drum. Number 7, Scott Kinnevan. Number 4, Kieran Dunn. Number 9, Dan James. Number 5, Connor Meany. Number 12, Donal Ring. And the coach is Yanis Lapaikas. And your referees for the day are right in front of you now. So they're your refs. Let's just like give the refs a mulligan on that one. How did they realize they were being broadcast when they mentioned the ass checkage comment? Always assume the mic is live. So for those of you tuning in, this is going to be your view. It's not going to get better. It might even get worse. Deal with it is all I can say. Just deal with it. We will be charging during timeouts and during halftime, so the picture might go funny during timeouts and halftime. Don't freak out, we'll be fine for all action. All actual action will be fine. I just got to adjust the position here during timeouts and halftime. And as ever, commentary will be extremely limited because it's really hard to be both cameraman and commentator at the same time. By really hard, I mean all I can really do is sass. And I'm pretty good at sass. Like, I mean, sass is kind of my business, but you know, there we go. And of course, we will be giving you updates as we have them from that big game in DCU between the Saints and Colester. Bear in mind, this game and that game, huge implications for each other. And my word, hush has fallen here. I'm the loudest voice in the building. And to all of you tuning in, I hope you're enjoying our broadcast here live on ballineurope.com and Ball in Europe's YouTube. Best way to support us, subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter at BIE_basketball. On YouTube, we're just Ball in Europe. Really, really freaking easy to find, to be honest. And there's also things that do help a lot. And well, for the last time in the regular season for UCD Marian, and for, well, not for Moycullen, they got one more game left. If you can't get along, then let's get it on. Possible title decider here right now, right here in Galway, NUIG Kingfisher Arena. Big shout out to the folks in Tar had a lovely lunch there earlier. Don't worry, I paid for it. This isn't free placement. It was just really good food. And my buddy Ina for recommending it. And here we go. Marian win the tip. That's our opening score. And both sides now off the mark.
Well under time, well under.
Big three from Dan James. And those of you just joining us, welcome to NUIG Kingfisher. UCD Marian with an early 5-2 lead over Moycullen. Only a minute or so gone. Four five. 4-7. 6-7. And first foul of the game called. Not gonna lie, folks, it's gonna be really hard to tell you how long is left in any game here. James nails it, 2 from deep. 6-10 to score. And first turnover of the game. 6-10 to score. Moycullen at home, UCD Marian the visitors. 6-12. We are still early in the first quarter. It is 6 points to 12 is the score. UCD leading. First 3-point attempt from Moycullen there is no good. Markovic outside. James for his third three. Doesn't make it, but oh, close to the offensive board there. Score remains 6-12. And Moycullen will go to the line to shoot three.
Okay, that's a free shot for them.
and that will be Dylan Cunningham at the line, shooting 3. Moycullen currently trail 6-12. 6 minutes and something left, folks. I can't read it.
13.
Bricks the first. Two to go.
Corner.
And the second. Score remains 6-12. And a big shout out to our Nairobi contingent tuning in. Possibly our most loyal market when it comes to live broadcasts over the years. How y'all the meanies in Nairobi? And he goes 1 of 3 from the line. 7-12 the score, middle of the first. Well, about 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 7-12 the score. And that's the first turnover by Marian. 1 turnover apiece so far. 2-1. So quite a broken stretch here, it's got to be said. You're going to look for Scotty Kinnivan to, as you expect, the Giannis Opaikas wants it's quieting down. He is not looking for a shootout. He likes his mantra is keep them below 60. Well, his other mantra is every game is a cup final, but, for once he's kind of right. That is the second team foul for Moycullen today. Thanks to all of you tuning in. It really does mean a lot to us if you want to come in and watch Irish basketball with us on Ball in Europe. Emmett Ryan here. Best way to support us at what we're doing is subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on Twitter at BIE_basketball on Twitter. That's also the best way to reach out to us during the game. Garrow, and that makes it 7-14. Long 3 attempt. No good. Now, one thing I hope you're all noticing here as well with this gym is that despite being quite a spacious, broad one, roof is still reasonably low. And that will be Scotty Kinnivan going to the line for 2. But for the players, that's actually a good thing, because often when you get a gym that's this big, this spacious, you can get really, really high roof on it, and that can really sort of, mess up your shot a bit. Like, it takes a few minutes to adjust. But here we got a spacious gym, but a normal height ceiling. That's going to hopefully lead to some better shooting, better offense today. Kinnivan makes it 1 from the line. That's 7-15 to score now. This is the second. 7-15 to score remains. Moycullen ball.
Stay back.
Garrow, no good. Good defense there by Moycullen. 9-15 to score now. And for those of you just tuning in, the scoreboard's above us and behind me, so it's going to be hard to give you time updates, but I will give you score updates. And by saying it's hard to give you time updates, that's a lie. It's going to be nigh on impossible to give you time updates. But it's 9-15 to score right now. Moycullen at home, UCD Marian away, but in the lead. Matt Kelly getting ready to come in for Marian. That's another second chance opportunity finished by Garrow. And as you can see from the way Matt was arching his head there, that's sort of the issue for us checking the score. Only unlike Matt, I'm not seated, and I'm even closer to the wall than he is. Again, are they going to look for that long one? No, he brings it inside. Now the 3. No good. It remains 9-19. No, sorry, 9-17. My apologies. Now it's 9-19. Again, a reminder, today's earlier game involving the top 4, and below beating Swords Thunder. The Cup champions forcing wins tonight then from Marian or Leicester. And we have our first time out of the game. And it's for Moycullen.
Coach William, we're great to I just pulled the tickets in for the quarterfinal.
3:21 left in the quarter, 9-19 to score. Marian up by 10.
And if you win, you get €50. Well worth the effort at 3 points. And today's ticket is 140.
And a big shout out as well to my buddies in Rathmines Basketball Club. Maria Brosnan, of course, introduced me to them a couple of years ago. They're doing well in the Dublin Leagues in D3. And they had a big win over Furhouse there 2 nights ago. And I came into the home, the drinking home of European basketball as it's known, the Blackbird in Rathmines. They're all there and their kids celebrating that big win. So congrats to Rathmines on your win over Furhouse there on Thursday night. I'm a total homer, by the way. Yeah, like I live in Rathmines. I'm from Dunleary. I just talk with an American accent when I'm commentating, although it's not really American, it's more Mid-Atlantic. And that's just more because of the way I do broadcast. I gotta slow down, believe it or not. This is my slowing down voice. So, those of you just tuning in, it is 3:21 left in the first. Marian up 10 to score 9-19. Moycullen, just after calling a timeout there, they're inbounds in an offensive position. And Aina lead in their game, who I honestly have forgotten who they're playing, but they're leading early. Goddamn fast breaks make me turn the camera. UCD Marian ball. Score remains 9-19. And in Division 1, Dublin Lions win an offensive feast 108-101 away to Letterkenny IT. Big shout to Niall up there in Letterkenny. Heck of a venue y'all got there up in Donegal. And a coach who was smaller than me, but who I feel would fancy his chances against me in a pie eating contest, despite being considerably thinner. He's got that average-sized body with a fat man's body within, waiting to break out. And after he gets bricked, over the back foul called. Baines really did not expect that, and as the classic "I never committed a foul in my life" posed by Neil Baines. Very similar, although less vocal than the Jason Killeen version, but still as, you know, completely feigning innocence. Neil Baines, of course, in his mind, has never fouled once in his life. And Matty Gunn's pointing the finger there about ball don't lie. Marian forcing the turnover. Big shout out to our buddy out in Dalkey, Eddie Fitchin-Cavan. I couldn't be out here tonight, but he's tuning in on Ball in Europe. Barry Drum in. Fun fact, both UCD Marian's point guards, their day jobs are as teachers.
So why stop the play? They're holding each other. Why stop?
So, all coaches upset with their referees is probably a good sign for the refs. If they're all equally upset, worst case scenario, nobody's too upset. Labrera. Baines. Great turnover force there by NUIG. Oh, hell ball call, but the possession arrow is Moycullen, sorry, not NUIG. They were in NUIG. It's going to be confusing for me, folks, but I know you're not the Mystics. And sub coming in from Marian, Marco Permier coming in now. Connor Meany taking a seat. Wide open, uncontested three, but no good. Barry Drum lets that one goes out of bounds. For those of you just tuning in, we've had a pretty duddy couple of minutes, but it's still 9-19 to score. UCD Marian ahead as a visiting team by 10 points as we are in the tail end of this first quarter in NUIG Kingfisher. And we will hopefully be getting our first score update from Colester during the quarter break. Also from DCU during the quarter break, who of course are playing Colester. And JJ Valabera, a little lucky there, like clear foul, but he will think he's going to lose possession irrespective of contact. That is the fourth team foul of the quarter for NUIG. So next one, and it's bonus territory. Except for Moycullen. I'm so sorry for calling you all NUIG, lads. I know you're a different town entirely. You're just playing here. Drum considers the shot, doesn't. Goes to Baines. Baines is boxed hard. Great defense by Moycullen. But Baines breaks this rut we've had a score, and it's 9-21 now. Baines under huge coverage there. Got the shot off. You can't fault the Moycullen defense on that one. Long two. Short. And this is classic Lapicus defense so far. Picking where they cover, getting what they want. And that will send Neil Baines to the line. 1:22 left here in the first quarter. I had to literally step out to get that time. So folks, this is going to get fun if this game gets close. Baines misses the first. Score remains 9-21. 1:22 left in the first quarter. Baines makes it 1 of 2, 9-22 to score. Right there, scoring crowd. 11-22 to score now.
Let's go, Moycullen.
Valabera looking for an upper option. He gets to Baines. Baines, step back. And he gets the lucky roll. 11-24. And we are very close to the end of this quarter.
Get ready to switch the strings. Keep your distance in the switch. Control. That's it. Nice. Up. Nice. Three. Up.
No good. And that is the end of the first. They score 11-24.
Let's work on domestically, folks. We're trying to score the ball.
And Eddie Fitchin-Kavanagh there is here in Moycullen Marian. Well, at the end of Q1 in DCU, St. Vincent's 23, Colester 28. Meanwhile, Women's Division 1, we got a score for y'all. It's a end of Q1 there. Rivers College 27-10 up over UL Huskies. So, of course, in the other game that matters tonight regarding the teams on 5 losses, both teams on 5 losses currently in the lead.
Folks, the young fellas on the left side, the other man, boys are warming up to their half-time performance, so there's a lot of talent on display there.
Right. Sorry lads, just check that's plugged in. Just check this white one's plugged in. Okay. Fuck. Pardon my French, folks, but we are not charging. That ain't good. That is. Oh, now we are. Right, well, for those of you tuning in, we may have a power issue here later in the game. We are going to try and have it addressed by half time. As it stands, we should just about get away with it, though. And by just about, I mean just about. This is going to get hairy. Those who's joining in, it is the start of the second. Marian up by 13 points. It is 11-24 to score. Does not give the continuation there. It's Baines at the line shooting two. For those of you who have not been with us all game long, it is a 24-11 lead for UCD Marian, and that's gone to 25 now. Thanks Eddie, Fitch and Kavanagh for your shout out, as always. Much love. Greetings to Dalkey. Greetings to Dalkey. Baines goes 1 of 2 again. 11-25 to score. Moycullen ball. To score now. Marian up by 16 points here. Meany coming back in here now from Matt Kelly. Just around 3 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Marian up by 16. It's 11-27 to score. First three of the game for Moycullen there. 14-27 to score. Barry Drum, 14-29. Coming up on the midway point here in the second quarter. Garrow, no good. Delia Valvera call there. Yeah, it turned out it was way off. We're not even close to midway point here yet, folks, second quarter, but hey, I'm trying to read from above. From below, sorry. Some people would argue I can't read anyway. Dan James coming in now for Valabrera. Moycullen ball, they call the unsportsmanlike on that, so freeze and possession for Moycullen. They trail by 15 here in the second quarter. This is the first, and the UCD bench, of course, as usual, chatting up ball, don't lie. There has been a mathematical study into the, well, not mathematical, but there's been some research into the efficacy of the honesty of the ball. Largely inconclusive, it's been found to be. Genuinely, by the way, someone did this for the Ringer, I think it was, a couple of years ago. And they couldn't prove one way or the other if the ball doth lie or not.
Points from the line for the 2 shots for power the line.
Limerick and Sligo all square entering the final 2 minutes there in D1. 81 apiece.
2 on 2 for power the line. Let's go right home.
Meany to Baines. Baines to finish. 16-31 to score now. Marian up by 15 on the road here in Moycullen. Looking to secure at least a shot at the play of the title, possibly the title itself, depending on what happens in DCU tonight. Possession arrow call, and it is with Moycullen. Oh, correction. And Mary lead Aina 28-27, 5:41 left in the second quarter. Of course, that game huge in determining who ends up in the relegation playoff. Middle of Q2 from DCU, it is a tight one. DCU 35, Colester 38. Glanmire winning handily in Waterford. They're up by 14 against Wildcats. Of course, some of these updates are a few minutes old. Just checking now. So that Glanmire score is actually about the guts of a quarter out of date, to be honest. So ignore the Glanmire score. All the rest, though, pretty much up to speed. Garrow. Nowhere. Big sort of lugging rugby pass by Garrow to James, but for the 3. He plucked that one out of the line out direct and sent it to Danny James. James looking for the fast break, slows it down. Meany, turnover. The score is 16-34 around the middle of the second here. Marius Markovic going back in for Neil Baines. Thunder lead Huskies 35-15 in women's D1, by the way, middle of the second quarter. And we have a timeout here, so we can actually see what the actual time is.
Just remind me folks, we're having a raffle last on the Moycullen campus, so you'll see Marian Martin going with tickets. Make sure you grab your tickets, it's the last chance to win the hamper. €5 and you win for a chance. Moycullen hamper. I was thanking Moycullen for their sponsorship season.
Again, if you're tuning in to us, the best way to support us is by following us on Twitter at BIE_basketball and subscribing to us on YouTube right here, ballineurope.com. Sorry, youtube.com says Ball in Europe. And thank you, Keane, Mr. Lenstertainment himself, giving us a shout out right there. Apparently there was water in the basement. Make of that what you will. So we've done an update on our power situation. We have enough to get to the end of the game. After that, I'm going to do well out power in the pub, folks. That's all I'm saying. But I will get to full time. That's the good news. And that includes overtime as well, if we reach the station where it's required. So off that tee, Moycullen go 1 of 2, 17-34. This score here mid Q2. Apologies to anyone who's looking for us to give a time update. If this game gets close, we'll do a lot more work to get the time, but as it is, frankly, it's a case of making sure we keep it on screen. But we are mid Q2. Moycullen, even the baskets where it looks they've created a good opportunity, they just are finding so much iron. Like, great defense by UCD Marian, no question. But sometimes the breaks aren't there, and that's the case with Moycullen today for sure. Drum looking for an option, inside 10 seconds in the shot clock. James, no good, iron. But look at that, Mario Markovic, out to Meany. Meany for 3, no good. This time Moycullen recover. Great work by James to get that out in bounds. Did not see him getting away with that one, to be honest, but he did. Shovel pass from Drum. Drum inside now. Looper from Meany, no good. Score remains 17-34. We're in the back end of this second quarter here now. 17-point lead for UCD Marian. We will have the latest from Colester and DCU as soon as we hit the next timeout or halftime. 15-point lead now for UCD Marian, 19-34. James looking to restore to 17. He doesn't, but Meany recovers. Garrow looking for an option, puts it up and gets it. Garrow, remember, opened his season, back-to-back months MVP. Not been as good through that middle sort of phase, but the last couple of games you started to see that spark come back into his game. And if ever there's a time of year where Marian will need it. Nothing but air on that, baby. Nothing but air. And we're getting a couple of changes here. Full time in LIT. Celtics have beaten Sligo Wallstars 88-84. Aina up 26-25, 7 minutes left in Q2 over Mari. Of course, that game hugely important in the relegation scenario. Garrow will go to the line there, and we'll give a sense of more scores. The score for you just tuning in is 19-36, lead for UCD Marian. 2.5 minutes left in the half. Garrow, 19-37 to score now. Garrow finishes it off. 19-38 to score. Yeah, like the contact was with the ball, but there was also contact with the back as well.
Now they're going to be going to 2 shots.
Mike, you get together.
Two out of 2 for Brian McGraw. This is his last time game, folks. Let's go, Mike.
Ginnivan. The score is 21-38 here. Marian up by 17. We're in the last 2 minutes of this first half. And for 41 points now for Marian this first half. Moycullen retain possession. 21-41 the score for those of you just tuning in here. Inside the final 2 minutes, possibly the final minute. I gotta look up again in a second. And in case you're wondering, I'm over the far side. Plugs. And the next break and play, we will give you the update from CCU Saints, where we have a halftime score. From deep, no good. Ginnivan. Permier, no good. But Labrera fighting for that, doesn't recover it though, and has to be careful on the fouls. Like I said, next stoppage we will give you an update. We have a half time at DCU, where Colester and Vincent's last we checked were in a real slobber knocker. This one pretty one-sided so far. And Garrow gets the bounce, 43-21. Sorry, 21-43. We're European here. We go with the home team first. And on that foul, we will take an opportunity now to give you an update. So the score at halftime between DCU Saints and Colester. Colester have really rocked ahead back end of that first half. It's 45 for DCU Saints. Colester 57. So as it stands, the two league leaders, putting us in a position where we're going to have a two-team playoff. We would assume that'll be in the arena, but I don't work for Basketball Ireland, so I haven't got a freaking clue. 35 seconds left here in the first half. 21-43 the score. (22-43) to score.
Come on, box out, come on!
One violation for no shot to contact.
So timeout here late in the first, 22-43 the score. UCD Marian up by 21 points as we near half time. At half time, I'm going to see if I can charge this phone because we are not getting the power we need out of it, folks. And we'll have enough to just about get to half time, but let's not make this a risky option. By the way, this means you're also going to hear me adjusting my phone as part of the freaking broadcast, because welcome to Amateur Hour, it's Ball in Europe. Half-time is in that crucial game to decide who's in the relegation playoff, well, potentially decide who's in the relegation playoff. Aina lead Mari 39-36. And a big shout out as well on the broadcast for the person who does most of the broadcasts across all of Irish basketball all year long. Makes my life a lot easier. Mary McGuire, Basketball Ireland, tremendous service he's done, not just for those of us who live here, but to so many of the emigrant community as well. And also, of course, the parents and family members and loved ones of players who come from outside of Ireland to play on these shores. Reminder, we are 35 seconds to go in this half. UCD Marian about to hit the ball, up 21 points. And I can confirm there is a playoff. It won't be me in the broadcast. Foul straight away. And that's straight to the line as well with the bonus. I think, no, actually, no, Moycullen, sorry, we're not actually in bonus yet. In fact, they still have 2 to give up. Well, sorry, they have 1 to give, because then the one after that will be straight to the line. Kinnavan looking outside, turnover. This is our final possession here. And that is the halftime buzzer. 25-43 the halftime score. UCD Marian up by 18.
We have the Reds v the Blues.
And Calorgan lead Father Matthews 19-9, 6 minutes gone in the first. Sorry folks, you wouldn't try swapping this one out with the other white one just so, because we're not going to charge from that. Yeah. Just going to charge it during the half. Good.
Are you getting charged into it?
Yeah, it's exactly. You get a bit more into it. Is it charge and is a question? Yeah, we're good.
All right.
Excellent.
So yeah,
a few minutes.
that technical work there did.
Yeah.
Right. 19 there.
Just gonna give it a kick, though it stopped. Come on, the Reds.
Come on, you Reds.
I have to sing that, Henry.
Yeah.
Come on, you Blues. Who's cheering the Blues? Come on, Blues. Yeah! The Blues are up. Come on, Reds. Time to get back. That's it. Good pass. And go. No. Unlucky. That was a good steal there by the Blues. And they're still in control.
25.
Steal there from there we go. Unlucky.
Hang on a second, have a look.
See, I have a fiver here, but that is my money. I need money from the vending machine. I just need to buy more. None of you change a fiver, do you?
What do you want? Just €2 for a bottle? Take that, yeah.
Oh, you're going to sponsor me €2?
I will do, yeah.
I'll be giving you back to 5 cents.
Oh.
Thanks, George.
Oh.
Gas.
I'll treat you. And the Blues are putting pressure on the Reds. Got the ball back. Come on, Reds. Oh. That's getting very close. Oh. Well, good defense. Oh, goes back again. Nope. Unlucky. That ball's a bit slippery today. That's a good pass to him, and it's a fast break. And he's got it. Oh. Another steal. Here we go. The Blues are on the. Not quite. And Reds have possession. Court's not quite big enough for these guys. The Blues put the ball in, the Blues have possession, and they're on the go again. Here we go. Nice bounce pass and a shot. Oh, yes! Great assist there with the bounce pass.
Come on, man, let's go, let's go. I thought I had a fight.
This has your name on it.
I've not a care that winner, he's brought back.
He's watching in Spain with Salva.
Have you a fiver there?
I have. Thanks a million.
Yeah, Martin.
Lovely. Thanks a million.
Right, thank you.
You might be pulling it out, and we'll have to check.
Yeah, no, you left.
I laughed.
That's the one, Joe, you want, right? That one. Well, come here. Any chance we get that money?
Yes.
Start it.
Yeah.
Because we'll finish it with.
I know we need to wind it up.
Are you around it? Even I don't know what's going to.
I'll write the check.
You and I'll find someone that.
Yeah.
To sign it.
That's it. That'll do. Yeah.
Are you around this week?
I'm away on Wednesday, but I think. But I'll be around. I'll get it written on the weekend, and if I'm not, I'll get it to Sonia. She'll get it into you somehow.
Okay, all right, yeah. And then I find any, or I find.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's in the can, but.
I think mere rocket can as well.
Yeah, we'll get it somehow. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I never even saw it. Yeah, so we get it finished.
Yeah.
And you can leave a few more minutes if you want to, just to keep it there.
Do we need it though?
No, don't. No,
I just. I'll just sign it. I won't put any figures. I'll just put it to the what's it? Galway basketball board, yeah. And then we can find out what the hell's in it. I got a statement, but there might be some interest. But I'll could leave a few quid, I suppose. But it might cost money if we leave a couple of pennies in it. Yeah. Come on, Reds, let's get some cheering for these red guys. Good pass. And back pass again, that's good. Oh. Again, this court's not quite big enough for these guys. And another steal. Blues are on the attack. Oh. Unlucky. Oh, 2 down. They're back up again. Tough fellas, these Moycullen men.
They're not playing well today.
Hey?
They're not playing well, no.
These guys are good though. I mean, they're shooting everything.
And they're playing for the league, like, and
Yeah.
they know they're going to, they have to do.
See, if we win, we could be going to Dublin tomorrow.
You could say, yeah. Well done.
Okay, folks, so a big round of applause for the under-9s here. The Moycullen under-9 guys, they'll be here in a few years' time playing Super League. We hope, anyway. Someone will be as bacon. Don't forget, folks, last chance to buy your raffle tickets.
I was asking about the scores here. I was asking about the scores.
Cheers.
The Gloucester game, now what's the score?
12-point lead for Gloucester half time. 12 points at half time, like, so.
Well, that's going to come down to playoff competition.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, just about. We'll get to the end of the game. That's the important thing.
Yeah.
I'll put it in again between the quarters to be safe, though. The problem with the video just drained the battery and they'll get it all together, like. Let's get the air coach at 1:15 AM back to Dublin. I gotta make it the pub afterwards, so make sure I'm gonna power so I can text him down and see this all down whenever time.
Okay, guys, can you clear the court now? The grown-ups are here.
and the early game,
What's all these wires? Dangerous shot.
I think Mary, if they win both games, just one, I thought tonight.
Marnie's in both of them.
Well, I think you know, and they're really safe enough.
Oh, yeah.
That's 10 minutes
Not
now.
tomorrow's game, right?
I don't know how about Hollywood ending. That's the
Oh, yeah, that's the one, that's the other one. That's right.
That's definitely over by now.
Okay, 4 o'clock, I'm done. Yeah.
No, that's 10 minutes. Call it now, it's 10 minutes. Well, the refs aren't back, is it? So let's stop this, yeah?
It was very close, like,
Okay, folks, just want to let you know there's a table quiz on the 23rd of February in the Forge. March even, thank you very much. 23rd of March in the Forge. It's €40 a table for a table of 4, it's 8 o'clock. And we do need the funds, folks, and if you want to bring spot price, you're more than welcome to. So it's 8 o'clock in the Forge in Moycullen on the 23rd of March, Friday. Folks, just to let
and folks, we're back. Sorry if you were wondering why it went dark there, you had weird sound.
You are carrying the table to start. Please look after them during the off-season, make sure you support them.
And to those of you just joining us, we will be taking another break between quarters. You will not miss any of the game, I promise, but we're just making sure that we have enough power to get to full time here. We don't want to take any risks because we know you all want to see this to its conclusion. So at the third quarter and the fourth quarter break, we will be plugging the phone in briefly. There will not be a moment of basketball miss, I promise you, but that 90 seconds will be huge for us in making sure we don't miss any of the action here at all.
Last second left of the season, kick on the way, folks, so get behind the guys. Come on, Moycullen!
It will be a Moycullen ball to start off. And showing the local interest here, like most of my Moycullen folk at half-time, first thing they asked me was, what's the score in the Maori game? So definitely a lot of like local pride, local interest. And correction, sorry, it's a UCD Marian ball to start off this quarter. That is a power, Marius Markovic, that even amongst 4 guys, he nearly got that rebound. Ooh, lovely little floater inside. Mary opened the scoring, 27-43 the score. You are watching Ball in Europe's presentation of the Irish Super League, Moycullen versus UCD Marian. Remember, a win for UCD Marian secures them of at least a place in a championship playoff. It could, depending on how Collester's results this weekend, also be enough for the title. As it stands, it's looking like Colester will hold serve on their end, though. They were up 12 points on DCU Saints at the half. When we have a score update from there, we will give it to you during a stoppage here. Of course, Colester still to play Aina tomorrow, another game they have to win should UCD Marian win in order to stay in the title race. Garrow looking for options. Goes to Meany for the long, but ineffective 3. Garrow inside. Marian remain comfortably ahead here. Great response there. Great response. (28-47) to score. Moycullen at home here against UCD Marian. Meanwhile, in Women's Division 1 action, Swords leading UL Huskies 4:04 left in Q3 by 15, 47-32. And at Q1, meanwhile for Killorglin, they lead BC Matthews 29-14. Bear in mind, a win for Killorglin will get them promoted automatically into the Super League for next year. Neptune and Matthews, I'm not actually sure how that works out for deciding who's in the playoff. I'm sure somebody can tell me.
Stay high, stay high.
So if anybody knows the Division 1 tie-breaking procedures for second place, should it be Matthews and Neptune level on record, if you know how that shapes out, please feel free to send us a tweet here at BIE_basketball. We'll update the rest of our listeners. Thank you kindly. As it stands, it looks like Killorglin will secure Division 1 tonight, though, and with it, automatic promotion. That will be at the expense of Cubs, who have already been relegated heading into this weekend. Lapicus livid there on that score. Scotty Kinnavan not happy himself, but it's 31 now for Moycullen, 47 for UCD Marian. 16-point lead for the visitors and joint league leaders. Garrow, Meany. From deep, brings up the half century. 50 points for UCD Marian on the night here. A few minutes into the third quarter. Super League action here on Ball in Europe. Our first live stream of the season, and with good reason, we haven't had to. Great service from Basketball Ireland throughout the year. Mary Maguire, like the work she's done in that respect, absolutely fantastic. So it means the likes of us, we can just go to a game and we can write about it. You know, there's so many games tonight though. I got on a Mary there the other night going, you listen, you need a camera in Galway? I'm going to be in Galway. And we go, yep, cool. And here we are with my low-end commentary. I do real commentary, but you got to pay me for that. Moycullen ball. And we're getting a change here.
So by time, Joe Cummins on for full forward.
That Killorglin lead is now 8 points with 3:55 remaining in the second quarter. Thanks to Pat Marr for that update. A reminder, Killorglin with the W win Division 1. A loss for them, three-way playoff in Division 1. We do know the title can't be decided on tiebreakers. That would be a three-way playoff. Can Father Matthews do the other Cork clubs a favour? Gotta get that up. Not even close. Garrow fights for it and gets his score. Big three from deep.
Let's go, Moycullen.
36-52 the score here now. Matty Guns gets it from deep. 55 points now for the visitors, UCD Marian. They lead by 19.
Nice drive, 2 points there for Captain James Rockman.
The next stoppage we will hopefully have score updates for you from other arenas. Big three from Garrow. 58 points now for UCD Marian. The next stoppage we will have a score update. And it's a big one. Middle of Q3 update from DCU. Stay with us for that.
For James Rockman.
54 points for DCU, 76 for Colester, middle of the third there. It looks like Colester are going to hold up their end of this bargain. We are not going to see this season end tonight. We may not even see it end tomorrow unless Aina can pull off a mother of an upset. Of course, the reason we came here, folks, was it's the only venue where in theory the title could end tonight. And on that timeout called by UCD Marian, we will get our time update before you the score update.
Right, comes a bit of a run here.
.312 remaining. The score is Moycullen 40-61 for UCD Marian. For those of you who didn't catch it, the score from some DCU, 22-point lead now for Colester. And bear in mind, at the end of this quarter, we will again go black briefly for about a minute and a half because we will need to make sure we have enough power. At the moment, it looks like it's a conservative investment on our part. We should be fine, but like, let's not take any chances. We want to make sure we have the whole of this broadcast for y'all. But we should be fine. We're just not taking chances. Like I said at the start when we were announcing this broadcast, we assume the best, we prepare for the worst. And end of Q3 in the Women's Division 1. Swords up by 20 now over Huskies, 59-39. and 3 minutes to half-time, and it's starting to get tight in a Division 1 encounter. Father Massey's made it a 3-point game. They trail 30-33 over Killorglin. Reminder, a win for Killorglin, they get the Division 1 title. A loss, and we have a 3-team playoff in Division 1, guaranteed. Ball is held, and that's a Moycullen ball. Sorry, it's UCD Marian ball, correction. UCD Marian ball. It's not a Moycullen ball, my apologies. A reminder, at the quarter break, we will be briefly going offline again. But we will still be on this stream. You're just going to see a table, basically, at the quarter break.
Something and minus.
So getting the scoreboard adjusted here during this stoppage. Slight button malfunction, nothing to worry about, folks.
As you take the score, the score is 43.
43-68 the score, you think, at the moment? You gotta double check that. Just waiting for that to 60. Yes. And now we are back. 43-60 the score. Sorry, correction. 43-58 the score. 15-point lead for Marian. 40-58. There was a scoreboard malfunction, but we have it all here up and running. Have a 13-point game here now. 45-58 the score here. Meany from deep and nails it. 45-61. End of the third in the relegation playoff, big one. We'll have that score for you in a moment. Aina lead Mari 60 points, 55 in that game to decide, well, to not technically decide, but near all but decide who's in the relegation playoff. Aina, once again, with a great escape underway, it would appear this season. Lovea, no good. And a Q3 Super League from the women. WIT Wildcats 58, Glanmire 82. The score here, for those of you who might not have been catching it, 45-61. And we are deeply late in this third quarter. We are deep late in this third quarter, 16-point lead for UCD Marian. As soon as that buzzer goes, folks, we will be gone for about 90 seconds. Then we will be back online. Stay on this channel, though. This stream will remain open the whole time. We're just literally going to plug our phone in. Turnover by Lobrera. And the foul is called.
So
50 seconds left in the third here. So about 2-3 possessions left in the third. UCD Marian up by 16, 45-61. Likely the penultimate possession of the half. No good. This is likely our final position of the half here, folks. Shot clock is off. And that's the horn. We'll be back online in 90 seconds.
It's over.
And the third quarter, folks, it's 61-15, puts a 45. I'm looking upside down. And we have a young man who's going to bet the draw here for the raffle, the last one of the season. What's your name?
Seamus Hayes.
Seamus Hayes is here, folks. So if you don't get the winning ticket, you can blame Seamus. Put your hand and close your eyes and pick it out. Try and get mine. All right then, what we got here?
401. 2.
Yeah, it's a 405.
The 405. And what colour is the ticket?
Orange.
Orange ticket, 401 and 405. Thanks so much. Big round of applause for Seamus, folks. Seamus Hayes. Now who has the ticket? That's the question. 401 and 405. Looks like it's Irene Cummins. Congratulations, Irene. Last hamper of the season. Congratulations, Noel, for paying for it. Okay, guys, can you clear the court now? We'll try and get the last quarter of the season on the way. Guys, clear the court. Make way for the grown-ups and Paul Kelly.
And we are back online until the conclusion here now. And folks, for context, basically was the difference between making sure that we are not going to be in trouble if there was the off chance of overtime, and if we are. But we are definitely going to have enough power to get you to the end here now. UCD Marian up by 16, start of the fourth here. And as soon as we have an update from Colester, we will of course give it to you. From DCU, we doubt, unless some sort of needless miracle has happened, anything's going to change there though, and it'll be Colester in the Wheelchair Association looking to win against Dana to force the playoff tomorrow. And I think we're going to get a towel out here in a second on that slippage. And we have an update from the Division 1 game, the half-time. Killorglin up by 4, 38-34 at Father Matthews. Of course, both the core clubs that are in Division 1 alongside Father Matthews rooting hard for their local rivals today, because a win for Matthews, an upset, would of course force that three-way playoff, whereas defeat for a win for Killorglin would guarantee the Kerry club gets the automatic promotion spot. Marian up by 18 at the moment, 63-45. And the possession arrow is with Marian. Correction, possession arrows with Moycullen. Meanwhile, Tralee Warriors, of course, are still in this title race, technically speaking, although look like they're done for here. They lead 17-15 over Belfast Star. 3:16 left in the first there. And at the end of the third quarter score now from DCU, Colester well on top. It's DCU Saints 62, Colester 83. Again, the best way to support us is subscribe to us on YouTube or follow us on Twitter at BIE_basketball. Simon Killarney, they got a bit of a barn buster there in Division 1. 43-44 to score. St. Paul's trailing Kilkenny by a point. Reminder that the games between Colester and DCU Saints, this game of course, and the game in Tralee all live. We have the end of Q3 score here. Aina lead Mari 60-55. That's the end of Q3. Aina lead Mari 60-55. The score here is 45-65, and we're still reasonably early in the final quarter. To 65 the score here at the moment. And an offensive foul call there. Of course, for those of you who are not necessarily all au fait with the Irish League, there are no tiebreakers to decide titles. If teams are level in records, they go to a playoff. UCD, Marian and Colester have faced off 3 times this season, once in the cup, twice in the league. Marian took that cup game. Colester taking both league games. Traveling called.
Let's go, Michael. Quick 17, we'll get to the
48-65 the score here. Around 7 minutes or so left in the game. Thanks to everybody who's tuned into this one tonight. Garrow makes it. And hello to Samuel Mueller Abonanten, whose message seems to be Samuel Mueller Abonanten. Deep. Update again for that Women's Division 1 game. Swords up by 16, 4:01 to go, 69-53 over the UL Huskies. Drum might be calling his own number here, he does. No good. Of course, the amusing thing for UCD Marian, something you might not be aware of, is both of their point guards, Drum and Kinnivan, teachers. Matty Guns gets inside and scores. Barry Drum immortalized there. Not the way he'd like to be, for sure. Well, they didn't finish the job. Foul call on Drum. Permier coming back in now. Looks like it's James coming out. And it is. Dan James coming out for Permier. Traveling called. The score is 50 plays 69. Nice. UCD Marian on top. And we have a end of Q1 score from Tralee. Tralee up by a point, 20-19 over Belfast Star. That likely will be the last or second to last update we have from that game. Time will be called by Yanis Opaikas for UCD Marian. We can get the time on this one now.
Highlight
5:16 left in this game. UCD Marian leading. They are the road team. It is 50 points for Moycullen, 69 for UCD Marian. Nice. Wants to see more LeBron Baines, as he's calling him, Neil Baines. Like LeBron, Neil is facially aging and follically aging far faster than his actual birth cert implies. And thanks to the B-Ball Ireland crew for giving us a shout out there.
Okay, let's go, Moycullen. In the lines, let's take it easy.
Marian ball here. Coming out of that timeout, 69 points they have so far in the night, 50 for Moycullen, and we are midway through the final quarter of this game. Final quarter of the regular season for UCD Marian. Matty Guns again, they got a 71. From deep, no good. But good second chance opportunity there, and they make use of it. The difference, 19 points again.
Defense, Moycullen, defense.
And we have an end of quarter one score from Cubs. They trail Demons. It is Cubs 12, Demons 25, end of Q1. And a deep one. That cuts the gap to 16 points. Iron for Labrera. And Baines can't do enough. Moycullen ball. Scotty Kinnivan coming in. Kinnivan in for drum. 55 plays 71 here. Moycullen looking to finish their season with a bit of a high in this final quarter possibly. UCD Marian looking to force at least a championship playoff. Long two attempt. Iron. And Kinnivan is fouled.
Take your time with emotion.
So for just give the other team 16 points to get to catch up. Come on, Moycullen.
Matty Guns, no good, but Labrera with the rebound. Just about retains and draws the foul. Inside the final 4 minutes here. And that's something that definitely we're going to hear Lapaikas tell us about afterwards. The ball security in this game, not exactly ideal for Marian. .310 left on the clock. And I am expecting, given the couple of times we've had this quarter, that we'll probably get the final score from DCU before this one hits the gun, but we'll try and keep you updated. If not, we'll obviously tweet the score full time. Matt Kelly, briefly to remember the Rashid Wallace moment. He got the rebound. I think he was half thinking of going for the bucket before realizing it was under his own bucket there. Cabrera, long two, not even close. Baines. Nope. And we'll have an update for you from Killorglin in a moment. From Father Matthews against Killorglin in a moment. But that cuts it. And Father Matthews have extended their lead to 9. Still early enough in the third, though, in that game. Father Matthews inching closer to automatic promotion. Moycullen about to make a massive changes. There's 4 guys about to come in here. Big switch is coming. Kelly, iron. And even then, barely iron, to be honest. It was nearly the backboard. 57-71 to score here. As the final 2 minutes about to get going. 4 changes by Moycullen. And we have a big update from that game to decide the relegation playoff, or possibly Mari and Aina level 71 apiece, 3:06 to go. We will not be on air for the end of that one, but obviously that's one worth following on the Twitter machine.
Now turn for Moycullen. Let's go, Moycullen.
'And that makes it a 12-point game here.
59-71.
We have a full timeout Division 1 game. Swords running out the winners just about in the end, 73-65. They were well on top of most of it. Huskies made it respectable at the end. Kinnavan, 14 points to lead again for UCD Marian. And Lapaikas about to give a couple of guys who would normally get heavy minutes a run here. Subs coming for UCD Marian. Foul call there.
So, folks, this is Danny McGuire's last home game, so huge round of applause for Danny McGuire from the United States. To the great silver to the club.
42 seconds remaining, a 14-point gap here. We are nearly at the end of this broadcast. Last couple of changes being made. A big farewell there, obviously, with Moycullen. No good. The lead remains 14 for UCD Marian. We are on the second last or last position of the game. Marian ball, I don't know, I'd call that one for Moycullen myself. Still waiting for a score update from DCU. We are hoping to get the full time there before we go off the air. We have the full time from DCU. Big thanks to Martin Doherty there. 102.79 the win, well 79.102 as this one gets walked out. We'd like to thank everybody who's tuned into this broadcast. I'd like to thank Moycullen for accommodating us, and of course everybody in Basketball Ireland for their help. We will not be broadcasting any potential playoff, but we can assure you we'll be covering it heavily. Thank you for joining us all. For the whole of the Ball in Europe team, good night. Thank you for tuning in. That's it from us. And of course, be excellent to each other.